Mm-hmm. Yep. Looks like it's time to watch Higurashi. I just woke up like an hour, like 30 minutes ago. And I've been seeing this on Twitter, the raws of it, not the entire episode. So, finally. I just can't, oh god, there it is. Oh my god. There it is. Wow. This is already better than the first episode of the adaptation. We're even seeing other characters get ready with their day. Like, I don't know why that makes me like so. Oh, the calendar. Oh, oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't, Marika. Oh yo, they know. Oh my god. Oh man, it's been too long, Higurashi. It's been too long. So guys, it's your boy Ninja here, and I'm outside because everybody in my house is asleep except for my aunt. And I didn't want to be like too loud, be like, "Oh yeah, Higarashi's back!" Wow! And you're yelling and all that stuff. So I decided to do a review outside. But this is this episode. Okay, this is a review of Higurashi episode 1, new episode 1. The nostalgia that I had when it came on. I waited professionally all night for it to come out, and I fell asleep. And woke up at 11, and I'm seeing it on Twitter. People talking about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, yeah, Higurashi, woo! We're waiting since like July for this, and it couldn't have not come at a better month. It's October, it's Halloweeny, and it's the 1st of October too. Just as great. This episode covers, well, not covers. This episode does a great job of showing you the world of Higurashi and showing you like a promo of what's going to happen. We meet our main character Kishima Bar, who moves to the town of Hinanizawa, and his friends Renner GOU and Mio Todozaki, Sasuke Hojo, and Rika Furude. And it's just normal across life stuff until he meets Tomitake, who tells him about a murder that happened a few years ago in the village. Now, that's the premise of the episode. The actual episode itself is different than the adaptation of it, because it goes to show that, hey, like, I mean, well, to me as a Higurashi fan, it shows to me that, like, they have potential. It has potential to be greater and surpass the adaptation of the series. Because it's the fact that it covered a lot of stuff in one episode and it didn't feel rushed. They covered scenes that weren't there, but they foreshadowed other scenes later on in the series. Now, the amount of foreshadowing in this one episode was amazing. Like, a lot of people who haven't watched Higurashi will not catch these hints, but because of the direction of the episode and whoever directed this episode, I applaud you, sister. Like, I applaud you. Like, this episode felt like what the adaptation needed to be. It felt like an actual show that had like actual budget and feeling behind it and passion behind it. Akihito's art design for for this series I will have to get used to, even though it was consistent during the entire episode. And during some scenes of suspense, or just like shock value, it worked. Like the detail on the characters, it worked. The atmosphere of the scenes was great. Like when it gets to that point where it's sunset, the sun is setting, and you see Casey just sitting there, and the color palette just starts to change into nighttime. That and then how they bounce off the characters to add to the scene more and the atmosphere more is amazing. The music by Kenji Kawai, nostalgic. Oh, like I said, it's nostalgic. I watched Higurashi back in middle school. Read the manga back in middle school too. It's something just to look back and watch this now that I'm 20 something years old. It's nostalgic, but it also feels new. It's a new environment, it's a new thing. With the foreshadowing, with the calendar and the direction, it's mostly the calendars. They serve two purposes: to foreshadow and to tell you the passage of time. And I love that. I love that they did that. I have so much more. I have so much hope for this series now. Just by seeing episode 1, I got so much more hope. And the original voice actors are back. That's great. And I'm just really glad to have this anime back in my life. Even though we have a mobile game, the anime's here. We got the manga coming out tomorrow. There's also going to be a new manga. The light novels also being reprinted. Like the visual novels on Steam are 50% off. It's a great time to be a Higurashi fan or When They Cry fan. It's a great time. And the ending with the original opening playing. The original opening playing out of nowhere, which I saw on Twitter, and I was like, really? That's great. But then, actually watching it in the episode, that nostalgia just hit me, and I had chills. This episode does a lot with foreshadowing that I really don't want to get into, but if you go back and watch the Dean adaptation of episode 1 and watch this one is far superior. And I know that's part of my childhood, but it's far superior. 2020 is far superior to the original 2016 thing. It's just the amount of detail and scenes that you won't catch if you're not up to date on Higurashi in general. I mean, you might catch little things like here's acting different, but there's more than just that behind the scene. I'll tell you one thing: when Rena was staring out of nowhere, and everybody noticed it, and she went to go to the nurses. Satsuko it pointed towards Satsuko and stayed on her, and you saw her reaction. She was like, "Oh well, okay, I'm gonna go and talk to her. I'm gonna go wash my face." Dude, what? I know what your I know what you're doing, Higurashi. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're foreshadowing something that I cannot say right now. But I really want to. But I'm not going to. You're foreshadowing something in the future arcs. But also for the two characters, that's what happened before Keiichi was there. That's all I'm gonna say. This was a fantastic first episode. A preview into the Higurashi world. And I am so glad that this is a thing. Hopefully one day we'll get a Yumi Neko adaptation that's actually good. Who knows? Cross the fingers. But that's it for this review, guys. Or for impressions. Tomorrow, on October 2nd, the manga will be releasing. I don't know where that's going to be at. I have no idea. But I will update you guys on where that is when we get it. So, if you're a fan of Higurashi, comment down below your thoughts on this episode. And if you're just a new fan or old fan, comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts down below. I would love to have a discussion down below about the first episode of Higurashi. It's me, your boy, Super here. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. And if you want to subscribe. And yeah. I can't stop smiling because it's look, I'm not dreaming. It's back. And hopefully it's better than ever. Bye.